What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're gonna be going over the season 8 number 2 set in my team, which you do get the invincible Derrick Rose. We also do see a dark matter Ralph Sampson, who could be really solid. Terrence Ross in my team. So T Ross actually does play my team, and he finally has a card that he himself can use. We also do get Tony Parker. So kind of my brief thoughts. Do I think this content drop is anything crazy? Is anything great? No. I would be lying if I sat here and told you guys that this content drop is great. Now, on the flip side of things, I do think Ralph Sampson has potential for people who do like moving with Derrick Rose. I mean, that's a fun option, as well as having a Terrence Ross point guard card is really interesting. Now, make sure you smash that subscribe button if you're new. We're getting closer to 100,000 subscribers. TP Tony Parker, 6266 wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 50 Hall of Famers, 19 on gold. Look at the card. I mean, can't standing dunk, but what else do you want me to say about the card? I mean, the card is basically perfect. He's basically an invincible card, to be honest with you guys, outside of the standing dunk. Badge-wise, really solid all the way around. He's only 6'2", though, and that's kind of the downside to him. Tony Parker base on very quick. It's the first Tony Parker base on very quick this year. Now, in past years, Tony Parker's base has been decently cheesy. I guess we'll see what it's like on very quick. I'm optimistic that it is going to be a very solid release. Does got the normal leader, which is solid. Quick dribble style, Mitchell size up. KD says escape, Wiggins boom on the back, quick drop dunks. This card's terrible. I mean, this card is dirt. He's almost as bad as Westbrook, man. His cheeks, second worst dark matter in the game, worst card in months, same old mid, Tony Parker, trash, sheesh. Yeah, that's a summary of how bad Tony Parker is. Long story short, this card is an absolute garbage man in my team. Next up, Terrence Ross at a 6'7", wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 50 Hall of Famers, 16 on gold. Remember, he can play that point guard position. Now, only a 48 standing dunk. That's very interesting. That's such a random number. I don't know what to even make of the 48 standing dunk, but it's a 48 standing dunk. Decent speed with ball handle, speed, acceleration is fine. Lateral quickness is a-okay. It's going to come down to the release. They still gave him jump shot 70. Not great, but I mean, we can make it work. Jump shot 70 is not terrible. Normal leaner, quick dribble style. Francis, size up. KD, size up, escape. Trey, moving by the back. Again, not great in my team. Now, I mean, Terrence Ross can finally use his Terrence Ross card, and that's the only exciting part, is that Terrence Ross finally has a card that he can play with himself in my team. But the problem is they didn't juice this Terrence Ross card too much. Is he horrible? No. Is he a top point guard in the game? No. He's not even close to being that. So I can't even sit here and say I'm let down about Terrence Ross. He's about what I expected. But the 48 standing dunk is just interesting to me. Why is that so low, and why is that such a random number? I guess we may never know. Wreck-It Ralph Sampson up next. A power forward at 7'4", 7'8" wingspan, on spots from her, 50 Hall of Famers, 17 on gold. Here's the deal with Ralph Sampson. This card is really good in my team. And you guys want to know something? I'm going to do this. And a lot of people aren't going to like that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this. Who's better? I mean, a lot of people are not going to like that I'm going to do this, but you guys tell me who's better. And you guys might be like, well, Mark Eaton's better. Okay, well, maybe he is, and I'm not disagreeing with that. But jump shot forearm very quick for Ralph is incredible. Quick dribble style, has way better size up, way better animations than Mark Eaton. You give him a ball handling shoe, right? Obviously, you improve the ball handling, speed with ball, just that little bit. The card is nearly perfect. Because you guys got to realize the -4s, the -5s, with defensive leader, with floor general, those don't really matter too much. He's got a better release than Mark Eaton. He's going to move better. Ralph Sampson, in my opinion, is at least a top 10 power forward in my team, and maybe even better. Heck, you can make the argument he at the power forward position is better than guys like Endgame, Shaq, and Wilt. You can make that argument. Now, do I think I'm willing to make that argument? Probably not, but this Ralph Sampson card is really good, guys. I don't know about the rest of this set. I don't know. But all I can say is, I don't know what his price is going to be. I'm pretty sure Season 8 players are at least relatively cheap in my team right now. But what I will say is this. Ralph Sampson is really good in my team. I'd wait a little bit to buy him because his price is probably going to take a little while to go down. But let's say you, obviously, guys, the hard part is Yao and Tacko at the power forward position, even if it's not the invincible version, is still going to be better than Ralph. Now, what I would say is this. You still want to run Yao and Tacko at the center position, right? I personally do. So if you're one to like running Yao and Tacko at the center position, then you've got to figure out, okay, well, who else can I run? If Yao and Tacko are your centers, next best option is Mark Eaton and Boban for height, as well as Ralph Sampson at the 4. And so, I mean, if you're running, let's say, a Mark Williams, I feel like Ralph Sampson is just going to be an improvement type of player over him. The reason I say Mark Williams is because that's who I'm currently running at the power forward position. If Ralph is the right price, don't be surprised if I pick him up on my no money spent squad series. Jump shot form very quick. A great release for a power forward. Quick dribble style. You give him a ball handling, speed with ball shoe. Ralph Sampson is going to be up there for being one of the best power forwards in the entire game. Derrick Rose up next, and we know what Derrick Rose is about, guys. We do. Now, he's not an endgame card, but here's why I'm happy that Derrick Rose is not an endgame card, okay? We're going to start off by talking about the Derrick Rose base on very quick. This release is absolutely immaculate, especially if you're on current gen. There's not many better releases than the Derrick Rose and very quick. So I'm glad he's still got that release. That's a part of what makes Derrick Rose special. He's got the normal leaner, D-Rose size up, Curry size escape, Scotty Boom on the back, quick dribble style. This card is basically an endgame card without being an endgame card. Now again, I don't know what the price of Derrick Rose is going to be. I don't know what the price of Derrick Rose is going to settle for. But what I can say is this. If he does end up being cheap, which I doubt he will be, but if he does end up being pretty cheap, the card is fine. I mean, I know he's 6'3", he's not very tall, and you might get mashed if you do run Derrick Rose. But movement-wise, I'm here to tell you there's not going to be that many guards in my team that move better than Derrick Rose. As far as his release, again, I personally love the Derrick Rose base. Now, is it jump shot 3? No, but it's an alternative that's nearly just as good in my opinion. I love Derrick Rose in real life. I mean, there's nothing that will ever be the same as in 2010 watching, or 2009, 2010 watching Prime MVP Derrick Rose. But what I will say is this card in my team, is he a top 10 point guard in the game? No, but he could be a very fun point guard to use. The problem is, we got LaMelo, we got JR, we got Jokic, we got Giannis, we got Harden. All these cards basically are going to be better than the Rose. He's going to be on the similar level to an invincible Wade. I'd still probably take Wade over him. And so it's tough to run Derrick Rose. But what I'm saying is, if you are a Derrick Rose fan and you want to run the card, this card can be run and he's not going to absolutely kill you on the court. Ultimately, guys, how am I going to rank these cards? It's no question. There is one player out of these 4 that are head and shoulders above the rest. And that is Ralph Sampson. This Ralph Sampson card is absolutely elite in my team. Derrick Rose, pretty mid. Terrence Ross, pretty mid. Tony Parker as an absolute garbage man in my team. I don't know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. You guys think Ralph is as good as I'm making him out to be? What about Derrick Rose? You guys think he's okay? Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.